Uh, Today I will show you one of the critical most requirement for DNS. So I guess we have detailed discussed about our previous DNS classes and we have executed almost all the practical. This practical is a come with a demand. The demand is what? Client requirement is basically it's a client requirement. Client what is they told? Client's telling let's say 1, 2, 3 and 4. You have 4 domain controllers are geographically distributed. Now let's say assume you have 2 region. You have 2 region. So region A and region B. Okay. Obviously in Active Directory integrated DNS you always know that all the DNS server are replicate between each. So that means whenever you are create any DNS zone, that DNS zone can replicate here. Other than I'm not telling that ki primary DNS zone. Okay, any DNS zone. So it will be replicate here. Okay, it will replicate here, it will replicate here, and it will replicate here. Now for that setup, this is a by default setup because it is replicate through application partition. It is replicate through AD application partition. Right, that we already aware, right? The demand is client is telling, okay boss, I will not do it. My requirement is I will create one each region, one server I will make a master. So instead of replicating DNS on application, I am going to create a separate partition. Application partition DNS will be there, but other than that I will create another DNS partition that is called master data partitions, and all my pinpoint zone will be hosted here. Got it? All my pinpoint zone will be hosted here. Pinpoint DNS zone. That was the requirement. So for that only, I need a couple of domain controllers. So simple thing is that if you have, you may have 4 domain controllers. All of your environment domain controller is there, right? So some of us we have 4, some of us 100, 100, 200. But requirement is each region they will select one DC and they will create master data partition. Very good. So let's understand the theoretical part, then I will show you the practical. In Active Directory integrated DNS, you don't exactly create a partition for only master DNS server in the traditional primary or secondary sense. Instead, you control replication using DNS application directory partition. Let's break down the clear. Okay, what you want to achieve? Only specific DNS server, master DNS server, should hold and replicate DNS zone. So this is done using custom DNS application directory partitions. Got it? The types of default DNS partition. When DNS is AD integrated, you get domain DNS zone replicated to all DNS server in a domain, and forest DNS zone replicated to all DNS server in the forest. There are 2 both for your requirement. Solution: create custom DNS partition. So you create your own partitions and add only selected DNS server. Got it? So first, that cannot be created through GUI. You need to know the PowerShell. That's why PowerShell comes into the picture. So if you are working as a AD architect, you must have good knowledge on PowerShells. This command will create up partitions. So let's execute that. Create a custom DNS partition, DNS CMD, create repli, create, sorry, create directory partition, custom DNS partition. Here it will be a master DNS partition, mylab.local. Okay. Make it run as administrator. It will be master DNS. Master DNS zone. Here mylab.local. Also domain name. Got it? The first command I'm going to execute this. Let's cross your finger and see whether it is taking or not. Great. Great. It is showing great. It's taking. Let's see if I go into ldp.exe, does it show me? Let's see. Yes. Now if I go to connect, bind, and if I go to browse tree, sorry, if I go to tree, see that partition created, master DNS zone. Clear?
Yes.
Great. The next steps is enlist DNS servers, only master DNS servers. So what we do, DNS CMD enlist directory replication custom DNS partition. Run this only the DNS server you want mastered. Again, I'm telling you, what do you understand? You cannot run all the domain controllers. For my case, I will make it DNS DC01 and DC03. So I will run on that two servers. Clear? Got it? So I will run here DNS CMD enlist directory partition master DNS zone .mylab.local. Achha, it's already enlisted. So then go to DC03. Perfect. Very nice. Right? So run this only DNS server, you want a master. Now verify enlistment. You can run to anyone, any of the DC. Verify. You can run any DC, but I am running from the another DC where it is not enlisted. ठीक है ना? It's clear ना?
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Sometimes copy paste is very challenging here. Perfect. Now it is telling it is not enlisted, right? If I run to the known server where I have done, it is telling enlisted, right?
Yes, yes.
Very good. Now I'll show you. We'll create a pinpoint zone. Now only listed DNS server will be displayed. So pinpoint zone means other than your zone, other than your DNS. Let's say in my organization I am adding cctv.com. So go to DNS mgmt.msc. I'm going to create pinpoint zone. Primary zone and active directory zone here. Here you need to select this partition, master DNS zone, not the other. Master DNS zone you have to select. And also you do not have any other options. Okay. CCTV. After I create the CCTV, you will see the NS server coming DC01 and one more server you can see that will be after replication, that will be DC02. So similarly, if you go to DC02, did you see the CCTV there? Did you see that?
No.
If I go to DC03, did you see that?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
How many server is telling? DC1 and DC3. That are the master DNS zone. If I go to DC04, that will also not show that. So now these funda is clear to you guys. Now this funda is clear to
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Now the organization telling you include DC03 into the picture. Sorry, DC04 into the picture. I mean replication. Then how you do that? This command you need to run. ठीक है? Now after some time you will see DC04 also be there. So that means it might be take some time, but next time when you create any zone, that will be come here. That will be come here. New zone. Let's say OneDrive.com. See that CCTV come also OneDrive in on the way. Now this concept is clear, everyone. This concept is clear.
Yes.
That is purely L3 topics. I have been assigned that work. I am doing POC. I include you guys. This is a purely rare opportunity. Only you are eligible as you are my students. Great. Let me save that video.